You go ahead and grab this disconnect tool and you actually push it in while you're grabbing the other end of the fuel line. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. So today we're actually going to go ahead and be doing a very simple fix slash replacement. It's the fuel filter. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the troubleshooting so that way you guys can identify if your fuel filter is bad. Also, stay tuned towards the end, because if you're not about the installs or replacements or repairs that this car constantly needs, we're going to go ahead and test out the draggy again, because as you guys seen, it cuts out at like 4,000 RPM, sometimes 5,000 if I'm lucky, due to pretty much fuel delivery. So first things first, when you're troubleshooting, pretty much the top things that the fuel filter would do if it's bad is it has trouble starting. So you can go ahead and hear how mine has been always having trouble starting. Huh. Well, there you go. So basically, that's one of the indications that your fuel filter is bad. The other one would be low performance, like how mine cuts out very early because it just doesn't get enough fuel. So fuel filters are recommended to be replaced every like 30,000 miles, depending obviously, but with mine, it is recommended about every 30,000 miles. We're at 41,000 miles. So it would make sense if they never replaced it, then that's the issue. The engine light right there is because, again, it's fuel delivery error. And the last thing is if your car kind of misfires, it could be the minorest misfires here and there. So now I have the Cobra backed up into the garage right here. We have the new truck, so I'm not going to move that out. But here we have the actual fuel filter. We got a Kenne one. You could use the Motorsports. They're honestly the same. They were the same price at O'Reilly's for me. But I went ahead and got the Kenne because they had it right there and then. The Motorsports, they're going to have to order out. And then we have the fuel connection disconnects right here, so we can go ahead and disconnect. So once you confirm that it is the actual fuel filter, you're going to go ahead and want to relieve pressure. So I went ahead and actually disconnected over here the switch. So it's easy, just pull back on it and pull down. There you go. And depending if you're going to go ahead and do it on jacks, then you can actually do this first before you actually jack it up. But because I'm doing it on ramps, I obviously want to go ahead and back it up first. Now I'm going to go ahead and just relieve the pressure by trying to start the car. Obviously, if it doesn't start, then pressure's relieved. If it starts up, then just kind of rev it out and then let it die out pretty much. So the car has been sitting, so it shouldn't have any pressure really. It's been sitting for a few days now, so I knew it wasn't going to have pressures. And now we can go ahead and go underneath and check out what we're going to go ahead and be replacing. So on the GTs and V6s and all that, it's a lot easier to get to because this one has the IRS suspension and all that good stuff. It leaves it a little bit harder to get to, but you go ahead and see right over here where I'm touching. So you go ahead and see it's a little difficult to get to. It's on the passenger side more so, but there you go. Again, we're going to go ahead and have to pop off those black clips that you see holding around. You just pop them off. And then at that point, you can go ahead and actually stick in the disconnect tool, disconnect the lines, and then be careful because it is going to leak some fuel out. And then we go ahead and undo the clip and just pop it out and replace it. So again, not much room to work with here, but a very simple replacement install. That one, and then we're gonna go ahead and move on to the side. All right, guys, so now with the those little clips out of the way, we can go ahead and actually pull out the disconnect tool. And I believe it's a 5/16. So let's go ahead and pull it out. You go ahead and see what's pretty much holding it right there is actually causing it to not actually latch on. So I'm actually go ahead and probably loosen the clamp right here so we can move it away from that little bracket that's actually holding in that nipple. There it is. Woo! Oh shit, there it is, there's fuel. All right, one side done, and time to get the other side. All right, guys, so as you guys saw, there is literally very little room down there. But basically, to make it a lot easier and to, I guess, explain it better, you go ahead and grab this disconnect tool and you actually push it in while you're grabbing the other end of the fuel line, pushing it together, and then you can go ahead and pull it and then it'll come off really easy. I was struggling a lot down there, honestly, because I could only have one hand in this area, and then I found out if I go pretty much with my other hand all the way around the differential, I was able to grab the line, and then I could do it it took one try after that, pretty much. So again, make sure you go ahead and just push them together and then pull out, and it's really simple when you get that done. So this is the old one, obviously, and then we have the new one, the Kenne. We'll go ahead and take off these ends and then go ahead and down there and replace it. Again, there is no room down there, so I don't think I'm going to be able to record that, but we'll go ahead and get this done. All right, so after you get it all switched up, remember to plug this back in and make sure the button is actually still down, because if it goes up, then that means it's on, which means it's going to kill. It's pretty much the kill switch. So there we go, clipped in. So here we go, we clipped it back in, so hopefully it starts up first start. So let's go ahead and hope for the best. Perfect, look at that, first start. And you guys saw before how it was and how much trouble it was to start it. So we're gonna go ahead and just drive it off the ramps real quick. Nice and slow, there you go. And I'm gonna go take a shower because I had freaking fuel. And that's another thing, make sure you're aware that the fuel, no matter what you do, there is going to be a little bit of fuel. That's what happened. I had fuel drop on my hair, and pretty much, obviously, that's a no-go. So I'm going to go ahead and take a shower real quick. And I had fuel all over my hands, too. And it's actually pretty crazy. I had fuel land in the glove, and when I took off the glove, it kind of took off a layer of skin. But we got it going, so we're going to go ahead and take a shower, like I said, and we'll go ahead and do a little bit of a test drive. So I'm all showered up, and we're going to go ahead and check it because obviously we're going to get some codes. The ones I was having before was fuel delivery, so let me see if I got anything else. First one, fuel pump driver. Yep, that's someone we disconnected. And we have our fuel delivery, and I believe the last one is lean. Yep, so running lean, big one. All right, so we're going to go ahead and clear these codes, and then we can go on the test drive. All right, so the codes are clear, so we're going to go ahead and start her up. There we go. So there you go, no code. So we're gonna go ahead and test drive for a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a watt pull, and we'll hope that no codes come back. All right, so the hope is that we do better than before. So let's hope the fuel filter was the actual issue. That's not what we wanted, but we definitely need to figure out what's going on with it, so we'll see. But that sucked, man, honestly. It does feel a lot better, I will say that. It honestly does feel a lot better. Alright guys, so that's going to be the end of this video. I really appreciate you guys for watching to the end. It was fun, like I said, but unfortunately it didn't really fix the issue. We'll go ahead and get this figured out eventually. With that being said, if you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and please consider subscribing. It will help out a lot. It'll help me grow. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys. Damn.